I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of NY Yankee Mania. Today, we bring you the third period between Team Canada and Team United States in the gold medal match for the Olympic Hockey gold medal match between USA and Canada. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. This is kind of like a last-minute thing. I was sitting here watching the game, and I thought to myself, it would be fun to possibly call the third period / doing a watch party. I think that would be a lot of fun for everybody. And here's Joe.
Evan, I just wanted to say thank you. Everybody, this is a real thrill for NY Yankee Mania. And Evan will give you a great third period and wish the USA a lot of luck. That's why we did it. I believe in destiny. So let's get it. So I just want to say to Evan, double play combination with him today. He's doing this great game, and then part of the Yankee Met game. So everyone, let's rah Evan with subscribe to us, and also press that like button. Show Evan the love that he deserves, because he is great at what he does. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Yeah, so this is, in my opinion, a very fun game to call. A good opportunity for kind of both teams to win a gold medal here. Obviously, both of these teams have been amazing throughout the whole tournament. They're both undefeated so far. So whoever wins this game will win the gold medal, and whoever loses will get the silver. And last time United States beat Canada was in 1980, and that was the Do You Believe in Miracles game. So that should be very interesting to see, kind of see what happens in the third period of this game. Right now we are tied currently 1-1 in the second intermission here, as we are almost ready to go for the third period in about 10 minutes. So welcome everybody to the stream. Appreciate you guys being here this early in the morning. Don't forget, later on today at 1 o'clock, myself, along with Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth, and Joe will be calling the Yankees versus Mets spring training game. That will be simulcasted with Ken The Ugly Truth, as well as on NY Yankee Mania as well. So please tune in for that. It should be a lot of fun. Both games on Friday's game and yesterday's game were already displayed on the channel here. But yesterday was the first game that was simulcasted between NY Yankee Mania and Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. And luckily it was a win. So hopefully we can carry the good momentum into today's matchup between the Yankees and the Mets, and we'll see what happens. But I thank you guys for being here this morning. On Italy, it's currently, 6 hours ahead. So it's currently 3:49 p.m. in Italy and 9:49 a.m. here. We are getting ready for the third period between United States and Canada to see who wins this gold medal in the 2026 Winter Olympics. Want to say good morning to everybody in the chat. What's up to Real Bill? Real Bill says this has proven to be a real barn burner. Yes, it has. Both teams have been very solid in this game. You've seen the USA draw a couple of penalties early on. You've seen Connor Hellebuyck, the goalie for the U.S., be very stellar, despite allowing one goal, which wasn't totally his fault because of the 5-on-3 power play that Canada had. And of course, there's some luck that goes into it as well. Team Canada did get a little bit lucky, but they were also, pretty decent in that goal as well. It came to them with good effort, driving to the net, and all those great things that a good team has to do to win. And when you play well, things generally go your way. Real Bill says, Evan, I was holding my oldest son in 1980 when the Miracle on Ice was played. That's awesome, Real Bill. That is awesome. Yeah, I imagine how cool it was to maybe be there at that moment. And then we also have Jake in the chat. He says, I have a bad feeling about this game. The USA got dominated that quarter. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's a long third period. 1-1 game, tied up. Both teams have had great opportunities. USA obviously scored first on a breakaway goal by Matt Boldy. And then Team Canada scored. And that was, who got the goal for Team Canada? That was the defenseman Cale Makar for Team Canada. Obviously, both of these teams have well-rounded NHL rosters. Basically, everybody on both of these teams are really good NHL caliber players. So, of course, it's equal competition. But in my opinion, what differentiates these two teams are the skill and the power that each team has. USA has a lot of skill, and I feel like they can play more of a kind of pond hockey style, which is more individual talent leading the way. But they can also play a great brand of team hockey as well. They're good along the boards. They have the ability to drive to the net. And I think Connor Hellebuyck is a great goalie. He's been a great goalie for a while now. He won the Hart Trophy last year, which is the best goaltender in the league. So he is a great goalie. I believe that USA has the better goalie in this matchup against Team Canada, although Team Canada has a better, well-rounded team overall with Connor McDavid, Cale Makar, Thomas Harley, Nathan McKinnon, Brad Marchand. But of course, Sidney Crosby is not playing in this game. We also have Sean Browning here. What's up to Sean? How are you, Sean? Doing well? Hope you're doing well, Sean. So the third period should be underway soon, guys, for the gold medal match between USA and Canada. Kind of my first time calling a hockey game here on the show. We'll see how it goes. But since we have a couple of veterans here that participate on this channel, such as Sean and Ken, I thought it would be fun to come on and hopefully tribute them with the United States win over Canada. And if not, then, well, it wasn't made to be. Hey, we also got Chef Nick here. What's up, Chef? The best chef in the business. He says, hey, Evan. Top of the morning, my favorite account. Thank you, Chef. Appreciate that. Thank you. If I'm your favorite accountant, then you're my favorite chef. How about that? Goes both ways. But no, this is going to be a very exciting third period, in my opinion. Canada, you can look at as a team that's been able to come back in most of all their games. In their semifinal match, they were down 2-0 against Team Finland, and they came back to win that match 3-2. Although USA has just been pretty dominant throughout this tournament, having no problems against teams like Sweden, Finland, Slovakia, and it's their first time facing Team Canada here. From the New Jersey Devils, you also have Jack Hughes, who's playing for Team USA. And being a Devils fan, I can say that Jack Hughes has had a good tournament, in my opinion. That's good to see from him. Scoring some goals, getting some of the assists for the team, which is always good. About 5 minutes to go until the third period begins. About 5 minutes to go. Some celebrities in the building. Wayne Gretzky is in the building for this game, as well as I believe Tom Brady, some of his grandsons as well. Yeah, Sean, Jack and Quinn Hughes. Yeah, you have a pair of brothers. You have Jack Hughes, Quinn Hughes, and you have Brady Tkachuk and Matthew Tkachuk. One from the Ottawa Senators and the other from the two-time Stanley Cup winning Florida Panthers. There's Brian Boucher there in between the two benches. What's up to everybody in the chat? Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully Team USA can pull this out and win their first gold medal. Of course, the women's team has already defeated Team Canada in the gold medal match to win the gold medal for the United States in women's hockey. So that was great to see as well. Hopefully the men can do the same here. So what are your guys' some of your thoughts about the game? Do you have any thoughts? What are your predictions? What do you believe will happen in this third period? Looking forward to seeing what happens here. This is, I believe, the last day of the Olympics. So after this game, both teams will be traveling back home to their respective teams, and the NHL season will resume on Wednesday of next week. About 5 more minutes, guys. About 5 more minutes. Taking some commercial breaks here. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Don't forget, we have another channel here, also associated with NY Yankee Mania. The new channel is NY Mania Entertainment. That channel will be designated for entertainment shows only, as well as wrestling shows. So please go subscribe over to NY Mania Entertainment. Jake says, my prediction is that Canada squeaks by 2-1. I hope I'm wrong, but that's my thinking based on how both teams have been playing. I think that's a good prediction. Jake, I believe you could definitely be right about that. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope. The last thing we need is for this game to go into overtime or double overtime and cut into the Yankees. We don't want that, which I doubt that will happen, because then you're talking about extending a game into like 4 hours, which is, in my opinion, not going to happen. What's up, Corky? Good to see you, Corky. Hope you're doing well. Sean says his prediction is USA 3-1 over Canada. So Sean thinks that the USA will score 2 more goals and Canada will be shut out in this third period. All right. And that's what it comes down to in a game like hockey. You know, the small details, winning board battles, winning face-offs, goaltending. So we'll see what happens. I apologize in advance if I don't always say every little thing that happens in the game. It is my first time calling a hockey game, so I'll do the best I can. But being that some of these players are familiar to me, actually most of them are, and looking at their numbers, you can kind of dictate which player is which. So you can kind of know how the play is going depending on which player has the puck and what the action is during that moment. But don't worry, guys. If there is a goal, you will definitely know. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Again, live play-by-play of the third period. USA and Canada. We'll see who takes home the gold medal. Obviously, everybody remembers from last season, the Four Nations, how physical that game was. That was a very physical game on both ends between USA and Canada. And that game started with a fight. This game, however, playing out a little bit differently. Real Bill says he'll see us later. He has to spread some salt and clear the steps. Have a great day. Thank you, Real Bill. Yes, hope everybody's staying safe, depending on how much snow you're getting. Hope everybody's having a good day and staying safe with the snow. So, Real Bill, we'll see you later for the Yankees game. Have a great morning. I think almost every player on both teams plays in the NHL. Yes, you're right about that. You are correct. Thank you guys for being here today. All right. Puck drop is about to begin for the third period. Again, USA, Canada. For the gold medal, we'll see who takes it home for their country. Third period is 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Third period. USA starts out with the puck, gets it in the Canada zone. Canada has it in their own zone. They get the puck up past mid-ice, past the blue line into the USA zone. Passes it back to McDavid. And the pass is a little bit too far, but USA turns it over in their own end. And here comes Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson has it, dumps it into his own zone, back up top, back around. USA tries to clear the puck out. Quinn Hughes on McDavid. Quinn Hughes behind the net. Senators one in front, and that's broken up. Connor McDavid now passes it back out in his own zone. USA trying to get the puck out now. Here is Brady Tkachuk, now has it, clears it out, and back into the Canada zone, and that is an icing call on USA. So Canada will have a face-off in the United States zone. Cruise Control, how are you, Cruz? Good morning to you. He says USA for Johnny Hockey, number 13, who passed away. Plus Tkachuk's my favorite player. I think USA takes it home 2-1 for the 2-1 final for the gold. Yes, I agree, Cruz. Hopefully they can take it home for Matthew and Johnny Gaudreau. Hopefully they can win this game for them. Here is the face-off. And it goes back again into the Canada zone for an icing call. So Canada will have it once again in the USA zone. Game is tied 1-1 in the third period. 19:05 left. Canada has it at the top of their zone. Here comes a long shot that's deflected away by Hellebuck. USA trying to clear the puck. Canada now has it at the point. Now at the wing, back up top to the point. Shot on net is saved by Hellebuck. Back around the net it goes. Canada now has it at the top of the blue line. Passes it back. Canada looking for an open shot. They shoot one in front, and it goes through the crease. No goal. I thought that was in for a second, but it went through the crease, and it stayed out, luckily for the United States. Canada now has it back in their own zone. Up near the blue line, passes it in to the United States zone, and it's called offside. USA was caught there. They were caught looking, as we say in baseball. That was very close to being a goal by Jonathan Toews, but he fortunately was unable to put the puck into the back of the net. Hellebuck was not in position, and luckily that puck barely missed the net in the blue crease. Here comes the face-off. It is won by Team Canada. Team Canada dumps it back in. USA trying to clear the zone. They can't. Here's Marchand. Passes it back around, and it goes back near center ice. And now the puck deflects out of play. So USA will now have a face-off in their own zone. Connor Hellebuck has been great today. He saved 18 out of 19 shots. Team Canada wins the faceoff. They dump back into the United States zone. USA trying to clear it again. A lot of time spent in the United States zone here to start the third. And here they get it out. Here is number 19, Matthew Tkachuk, over to Jack Hughes. Tries to sweep in front of the net, and he gets pushed behind the net. And Team Canada has control of the puck now. They dump it back into the United States zone. And the United States will touch it up before the icing is called. So they will now have control of it. Back up top to the point, past mid-center ice. Pass in front, deflected, rebound's not there. Team Canada now has it. It's a 2-on-2. Canada rushing up the ice now behind the net. Good defense there by number 85 for the US. Canada back up top. And US is able to regain control of the puck here. Canada trying to get it back into their own zone. Here's a pass in front. Nobody home. Puck goes back behind the net. Out in front. Up top to the point. Shot on is wide of net. Good hit there by the United States, trying to get out of their own zone again. And Matt Boldy, with control of the puck, finally is able to clear it. Will it be enough for an icing? Yes, it will. So an icing call with 16:38 left to go in the third. Canada and the US remain tied at 1. Yes, Canada is definitely dominating the United States via shots on the net. They are doing a better job of that than the United States is currently. Especially in this third period, they've had control of the puck for basically all of these 3.5 minutes. Face off here, back into the Canada zone. Canada gets it up at center ice. There's a pass to the slot. There is McKinnon shot on net, and that's saved by Hellebuck. Here comes the United States now back at it, and they dump back into Canada's zone. Here comes Team Canada. Here comes Quinn Hughes trying to get the puck back. He is unable to, but it goes back to the United States. Here comes Quinn Hughes in the left slot. Rushing behind the net, looks in front, gets the pass away, but it's intercepted by Team Canada. A lot of back and forth now. Here's Quinn Hughes again, getting it back, and that shot is blocked. Here comes a 2-on-0 for Team Canada. Number 17 rushing up the ice, and it's saved by Hellebuck. Good pad save there by Hellebuck, as that was a dangerous situation once again. Here comes Team USA back at it, trying to gain control, and the puck ends up going to Team Canada again. USA gains control of it behind the net, trying to get it back up to their end of the ice. Puck goes past the blue line in front, fighting for it, and Team Canada ends up getting control again. Past mid-center ice here. Austin Matthews trailing the play. Here's a shot on net. That's saved by Hellebuck again. He is saving USA right now. Back up top to the point in the slot. The shot goes wide. Shot at the blue line. Here comes another shot from the slot, and that's saved again by Connor Hellebuck. Connor Hellebuck having to make so many saves here in the third. Canada has actually doubled up the amount of shots on the US, 35-17. Canada right now is just putting all the pressure on Team USA. Unlike what we saw in the first period, USA dominated Team Canada in the first period, but now we see a little bit of the opposite here in the third. Luckily, the score is still 1-1, as we've seen here in the third. It could have been a lot worse by now. But luckily, with 14:49 to go, it's still 1-1. Here's Matthew Tkachuk with the faceoff. It's won by Team Canada. Back up top to the point. Shot in is regathered by the United States. And now it goes back into the Canada zone. Here comes Thomas Harley trying to regain control of the puck. He does. And they pass it up front, back into the United States zone, handled there by Hellebuck. USA with control of it, passes it up the ice, back into Team Canada zone. Team Canada recontrols the puck. Team Canada tries to force the puck into the United States zone, and it's controlled again by Team Canada here. Now, here's a pass behind the net, nobody home. Team USA can start up with it now. They once again lose control of the puck, and they finally regain control of it. Here's Quinn Hughes back in his own zone, tries to pass it up. Can't connect on a pass there with Jack Eichel, but now the puck goes all the way deep into the Canada zone, and Jack Eichel's behind the net. Here's a pass in front of the net, and that's saved by Binnington, the Canadian goalie. Canada tries to force it up, but it's intercepted by Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel shoots from a tough angle that's saved by Binnington. Team Canada now trying to run up with numbers here into the United States zone. Team Canada loses control of the puck, and now they try to regain it back, and they do. Tom Wilson regains control. Here's Nathan MacKinnon, has it on the left slot, pass across the ice, shot on, and that's blocked. And another shot is blocked, and it gets deflected up into the crowd. So that is a dead puck. And we will take a quick timeout here in Italy with the score, luckily, still tied at 1-1. I don't know, guys. I don't know how that puck did not deflect into the net, or I don't know how they were unable to not score on that chance. You would figure Team Canada was going to score there with the wide open net that they had, but luckily they weren't not able to convert. Seems like they're not taking as many commercial breaks in this game, except for obviously the intermissions. Team USA is going to have to try to find their voices here and their leadership. They're going to have to make some adjustments here, try to regain control of the puck for the majority of this period, because you keep giving Team Canada chances and they will take advantage at some point. Yes, Team Canada currently has 36 shots on goal and USA has 17, so more than double the amount of shots on goal. Not good for Team USA, who got the first goal in this game. More players need to make a better impact right now for Team USA. Can't just be Matt Boldy, can't just be Eichel. It has to be Austin Matthews, Quinn Hughes, Jack Hughes, Brady Tkachuk. They all have to step up right here, right now. Good mix of fans in the crowd between Team Canada and Team United States. Face off here in the United States zone. It is Nathan MacKinnon against Austin Matthews. It's won by Team USA. They try to get the puck up ice. Here is Charlie McAvoy. Passes it up to Tkachuk, who passes it around his own net. Team Canada tries to regain control of it. There's Mark Stone, Canada defenseman, gaining control of it. And now they whip it up the ice, back into the United States zone. Here comes McAvoy up the ice. Passes it along in the left wing. Now they swing it around the goal. There is Gensel fighting for it, along with Matt Boldy. Team Canada regains control of the puck in their own end. Brad Marchand pass over to the left side of the ice. Now they just dump it in to the United States zone. Fighting for it, Sanderson fighting with Marchand. It's eventually won by the United States. And they pass it back into their own end with 11:53 to go in the third. USA passing it back up into the Canada zone. Here comes Brock Nelson. Tries to get it to Jack Hughes behind the net. Pass in front is deflected. Hughes is able to get it back. And too much dancing here by Jack Hughes, and he eventually turns it over. Team Canada now has it. Here comes a shot attempt, but good defense there by the United States. United States trying to regain control of it. Now it goes back to center ice for Team Canada. Canada slowing it down here with about 11 minutes left to go in the third. Still a 1-1 game. McDavid now has it. Now behind the net. Eichel defending him. And Team Canada's pass is unable to connect, and it goes all the way back into their own zone. Canada now recontrols the puck, passes it up to McDavid. Pass, but a sliding block there by the United States. And here's a shot on by McKinnon, and that goes off the side of the net. Fighting for it behind the net and able to clear the puck is the United States. Again, very lucky. Here comes Quinn Hughes behind the net, looking for someone to pass to. Comes all the way back to the point, to the left slot. Shot on, save Binnington, rebound. It's still loose. USA now recontrols it at the top of the point. Here comes Quinn Hughes. Shot on net is deflected wide right. Team Canada trying to regain control of it. Good hit there by Sanderson. And the puck now goes back to the middle of the ice and back into the United States zone. Here is Zach Werenski, the defender for the U.S. Slowing it down now with 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go in the third. Very sloppy play here from the U.S. Canada recontrols it. Pass behind the net. Fighting for it. Still loose. And they get it to the top of the point, over to the left wing. Looking for someone to pass to. Fighting for the puck now. And United States gains control of it, flips it back up, and back into Canada's own zone. Here comes Team Canada once again. They lose control of the puck, and it goes back to the United States. Here's Jack Hughes dancing with it, back in his own zone. Passes it back here, up ice. And that one deflects onto the net, saved by Binnington. He flips it back out in center ice. USA controls it. USA with a pass behind the net. Over on the right wing is Matt Boldy. Now it goes back up top to the left wing. Shot on goal is saved by Binnington. Now Canada 2-on-2 up with it. Trying to find a pass near the net is unable to connect. Now here comes Team Canada again. Here comes a pass that is missing every one of the Canada players on their side of the ice. USA tries to recontrol it, but it goes back to Team Canada. Here comes Marchand back behind the net, looking for someone to pass to. On the right wing, shot on, save Hellebuyck, rebound loose, and it's still loose, fighting for it. Here comes another shot on goal, saved by Hellebuyck again, and it goes back out to mid-center circle. 8 minutes left to go in the third. Good hit there for the United States, trying to recontrol possession of the puck here. Team Canada ultimately has it behind the net. And back to the U.S., and they just flip it again to the back of the net. Here comes Team Canada back in their own zone. Pass here, pass back. Here comes another shot on goal, and that misses the net just high, wide, and right. Shot back up top to the point, and it is saved by Hellebuyck. So Connor Hellebuyck bailing Team USA out right now, as the shots on goal are pretty much doubling up Team USA with their shots on goal. More than doubling up their shots on goal. Team Canada has more than double the amount of shots on goal that Team USA has. And USA has been very lucky that Canada has not been able to convert on one of these chances. Wow, that puck actually deflected past Hellebuyck, but luckily right there in the crease for the United States, they were able to clear the puck there. Oh, hey, Celia's here. What's up, Celia? How are you? She says, hey, y'all, I think the momentum shifted after the first period. They haven't really put much pressure on the Canadians. They need to get it together and step up if they're trying to win this game. I totally agree with that. Hellebuyck is definitely saving the U.S. right now in this game. The last shift change was sloppy. It was. Definitely was real, Bill. Right about that. Very, very sloppy play here for the U.S. as they've had only 1 or 2 shots on goal, while Canada has had more than 10. USA needs to get into shape right now. Don't focus so much on turning the puck over in your own zone. Be more efficient with the puck. And don't try to do too much with it. Just get it up the ice. Drive the net. Here comes Team Canada. Back on the left circle. Shot on net is deflected wide. Back up top comes the United States. And the U.S. able to recontrol the puck there with Quinn Hughes. Passing it back to McAvoy. Passing it up past middle center circle there. Shot on is saved by Binnington. Over to the left point. Left face-off circle. Here comes the United States with control of it. On the right wing. Over in front of the net, Jack Hughes trying to make a move. Unable to get a shot off. Here comes Team Canada regaining control of the puck there. And now they pass it up the ice. Quinn Hughes defending. Shot on net is saved by Hellebuyck once again. Team Canada again with possession here. And there's a penalty. Penalty called on Team Canada. I believe that will go against Team Canada there. Jack Hughes causing the penalty. Now the United States has it with a 5-on-4. Canada touches up the puck. And now the United States will go on the power play. Jack Hughes, good job there causing the penalty there against Sam Bennett for the Canadians. So Sam Bennett will go to the penalty box for a 2-minute minor penalty, and the U.S. will go on the power play. Looked like it was a high sticking call there on Sam Bennett, who high sticked Jack Hughes in the face, and that was the penalty. Oh no, that's actually going to be a major penalty. So a 4-minute penalty here. So major penalties are 4 minutes. Minors are 2 minutes. Majors are 4 minutes. 4-minute major penalty here for the U.S. They have to capitalize right now. You have a 4-minute power play, 5-on-4. Let's see what you can do here. U.S. has Jack Eichel, Matthew Tkachuk, Austin Matthews, and 2 other players on the ice. 5-on-4 here for the U.S. Big opportunity right now to score with 6 minutes to go in the third. Here comes Quinn Hughes in his own end. Here comes Jack Eichel, past the blue line. Goes back towards center circle with Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson fighting for it. It eventually goes back to the United States into their own zone. Matthew Tkachuk bringing it back. Passes it back to Austin Matthews. Now up the ice again. Here comes Austin Matthews back up the ice. Past the blue line, making a move on the left face-off circle, shot on net. Goes behind the net. Here comes Tage Thompson. Passes it behind the net, trying to look for Austin Matthews. Can't connect. Now he tries for him again. And now here comes Austin Matthews, passing it back behind the net, who passes it in front, gets by Tage Thompson, but right there is Quinn Hughes to collect it. Over to Austin Matthews now. Team Canada doing a good job defending. Quinn Hughes at the top. Right side face-off circle, that's saved. Rebound is loose, and USA can't get a shot off. Team Canada tries to clear. Matthew Tkachuk tries to gain control of it. It goes back to Team Canada. Team Canada now can back up into their own end. Team Canada with a 5-on-4 deficit here. Mark Stone trying to gain control of the puck. USA has it back. Here comes Jack Hughes behind the net. Team Canada able to clear as of right now. Here comes Gensel at the top of the point. Back up top here to Jack Hughes. Here's a pass in the middle of the ice. It's saved by Binnington. Jack Hughes now at the right face-off circle. Passes it back up top. Now back up top to Jack Hughes. Long shot is saved. Back behind the net comes Team USA. Trying to get a good shot off here. Matt Boldy near the boards fighting for it. Team Canada tries to clear, and ultimately they can near center circle. Team USA now changing their lines. And a big hit there on Jack Hughes by Team Canada. USA trying to regain control of it. Here comes Matt Boldy near the right face-off circle looking for someone behind the net. Can't connect with Jake Gensel there. And here comes Team Canada. And there's going to be a tripping penalty called here on the United States. They have to touch the puck up before the whistle can be blown. And they're unable to touch the puck as of yet. So now a player for Team USA will go to the penalty box. And we'll have an even 4-on-4 before Team Canada gets about a 10-second power play. USA is able to touch up the puck. And Team Canada will now go to even strength with the US. There was 49 seconds left on the power play. But now they will be at a 4-on-4 even strength. And then Team Canada will have a power play. Many opportunities there again for the US. They had a rebound opportunity there, but unable to convert. Matthew Tkachuk was right in front of the net, unable to get a shot off. And that was Jack Hughes who was called for the penalty. So Jack Hughes causes a penalty, and now he goes to the penalty box for committing a penalty. Yeah, Real Bill, they didn't generate many chances there. Did not generate a lot of chances there in the power play. Only 2 shots on goal. Not good enough. Team Canada has been dominating this third period. 3:23 left to go in the third. Score remains 1-1. 4-on-4 now. Team USA has it in their own zone. Quinn Hughes passes it back to Jack Eichel, trying to rush up the ice. Back into Canada's zone. Shot on goal was high and wide. So now USA can just back it out into their own zone. Now they get it back up. And it's turnover there. Here comes McDavid rushing up the ice, looking for someone to pass to now on the left face-off circle. Now just passes it back here. Here comes a shot on goal. That misses wide right. Team Canada now has it at the point. Here comes a pass in front, and that's stolen away by Team USA. And they're able to clear it back into Team Canada's zone. 4-on-4 power play is over. 4-on-4 even strength is over, I'm sorry. Team Canada will get a power play for 1 minute. Here comes McDavid. Passes it to the right, behind the net. Near the left face-off circle. Team Canada with a 5-on-4 power play. Here's McKinnon driving up in front of the net, pass in front, and that's high and wide. Shot misses the net. Back up top with it is Team Canada. They have possession. Back up top. Here comes a pass to McKinnon. Tries to pass through the ice. And they're able to gain control of the puck. Back up top. Unable to get a shot off there. Here comes, once again, McKinnon on the left face-off circle. Tries to pass in front. That saved by Hellebuck. Big save there by Hellebuck with the left pad. Now trying to regain control of the puck here is Team US. Unable to clear it here. So Team Canada has possession again. Too many chances here for Team Canada. McKinnon has it, pass in front, and that misses the net just wide left. Wow. Many opportunities here for Team Canada, unable to convert. The power play is over, and we go back to 5-on-5 even strength. 1 minute, 13 seconds left to go in the third period. Team Canada tries to get it into the United States zone, unable to do so, so they regather and control it back in their own end. Here comes a pass to center ice, and they dump it back in to the United States zone. USA trying to clear it back out. They do. Will this have enough for icing? It will not. Team Canada regathers back in their own zone. Now a pass back into the United States zone, trying to regain control of the puck. Good hit there by Gensel along the boards. USA able to now clear with under 40 seconds remaining in the third period. I imagine this will go to overtime here. Team Canada back in their own end. Both teams trying to play conservatively. Here comes Team Canada now, up past the blue line. Here comes a pass to the point on the right wing. That shot is blocked. USA trying to clear it. They somewhat do back near center circle. Now with 10 seconds left, Team Canada passes it behind the boards. Team US trying to clear it back out into Team Canada's zone. No icing will be called with 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is the end of the third period. End of regulation play. Game is tied at 1 here, as we will go to overtime to see who wins the gold medal match. So a 1-1 game here. We will have overtime to determine the winner. This has been a very exciting game, as Real Bill says right there. Very, very exciting. It is going to be an overtime game. Connor Hellebuyck coming up very huge for the U.S. there in the third period. If it was not for him, the USA would not have even been in this game anymore. It would have been long overdue. Would have been a 3-1, 4-1 game at this point, and the game would have ended. But luckily, Connor Hellebuyck is able to keep the U.S. in this game, and they're able to somehow keep it tied at 1 to force overtime. Celia says the fact that Canada isn't up at least 3 or 4-1 is surprising given the number of shots they have on goal. Yeah, they have more than double the amount of shots on goal that the U.S. has. So this is pretty surprising with the amount of shots that they've had, the amount of pressure that they put on the U.S. The USA not playing a very good, particular third period there, but very lucky to escape it and force overtime. Well, we'll see how long the intermission is before we start the overtime period. Probably 15 to 20 minutes, I would imagine. Hope everybody's doing well today. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're all doing well today. Don't forget that we have a Yankees spring training game today, which will be called by myself and Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth, simulcasted along with Ken. It will be on both of our channels, NY Yankee Mania, as well as Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. So please tune in to the Yankees against the Mets spring training game today. Please like and subscribe to Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth, as well as NY Yankee Mania. We appreciate it. We'll see what happens with the overtime period. I believe it's 3-on-3, I believe, is the overtime. I don't think it's 5-on-5. I believe this will be a 3-on-3 overtime matchup. I feel like for the United States, their successful line has been with Jack Hughes, Tage Thompson, and Brady Tkachuk. I feel like that's been a very good line for the U.S. Jack Hughes has been able to generate some assists as well as score some goals when he finds some open space. But against better teams like Team Canada, you're not always going to have those opportunities. So he needs to be wary of what happens in his surroundings. And with the whole team too, they can't try to force anything. They have to be conservative with the puck, get it up the ice. Cruz says he thinks Hughes scores in overtime, USA 2-1. It's been a great game. Which Hughes though, Cruz? You have two Hugheses, Jack Hughes and Quinn Hughes. So I think I know which one you're thinking of. Probably Quinn Hughes. But which one do you believe will score? I agree, Sean. We have to be aggressive in overtime. I agree with that. Be aggressive, but be tentative of who's around you. Right? So if you're in your own zone and let's say Connor McDavid is lurking at the blue line, you want to be cautious of that. You don't want to just be too aggressive and say, okay, I'm just going to make this pass up the ice because I'm able to just get it up there without anybody interfering. You have to be cautious of who's around you. And if McDavid is there, don't try any risky pass because if somehow the puck gets loose and he has it with an on-man advantage, it could get ugly and the game might be over at that point. So be aggressive, but be cautious as well. Real Bill says YouTube is going well here. The storm has fully engulfed the mountains. Blizzard conditions. Yeah, Real Bill. Definitely many harsh conditions right now with the blizzard. Hope everybody's staying safe. With that, it's the projection of snow is crazy. It's just been really bad in some areas, especially places with like higher altitudes and stuff like that, and as well as because you're in a place where you're above sea level. You're a couple thousand feet above sea level, so definitely be careful with that too. Celia says Brady Tkachuk seems like he hasn't been in this game too much, at least from what I'm seeing. He's been in somewhat. He's, it's been more of like a Matthew Tkachuk thing in this game. But every game's different. He's been definitely available in the games before this, but it does seem like Matthew Tkachuk is getting more opportunities than Brady is. Maybe that's because of the matchup, but Brady's one of your leaders. I think Brady and Matthew should be in there at the same time. I think they have a very similar play style. Cruz says Quinn Hughes. Okay, yeah, that's what I was assuming that you were going to say there. So about 11 minutes to go until this intermission ends and the overtime period begins. So around 10:50, we will begin the overtime period. Last time these two met in the gold medal match was 2010. Canada won by a score of 3-2 in overtime. So let's hope that the U.S. can overturn that and be victors here. Both goalies have been fantastic today. In today's game, Connor Hellebuyck for the U.S. and Jordan Binnington for Team Canada. See what goes on here in the overtime period. I believe it's 3-on-3 and a 5-minute overtime period. and then they have to go until someone scores, obviously, because you can't have this game end in a tie. So until it's kind of like a playoff game, but in the NHL playoffs, you would have a 5-on-5 overtime with 10 minutes. I believe, from what I've seen so far in this year's Olympics, it's 3-on-3, but with 5 minutes. I don't believe it's 10 minutes, but I could be wrong. This would be an awesome way for the U.S. to finish out this year's Winter Olympics. If you guys don't know, we also have a second channel here. We have obviously our original channel, NY Yankee Mania, but we also have another channel that was created for entertainment shows and wrestling shows. That channel is called NY Mania Entertainment. So please go subscribe over to NY Mania Entertainment as well. There will be wrestling shows on there, all the entertainment shows with Chef Nick, Maria Venuto, Katharina Michio, Joe as well. Those shows will all be on that channel. So if you're interested in that, please go and subscribe. They all do a wonderful job with that. We'll also plan to have some interviews on that channel as well. For example, we are trying to schedule an interview for current American Idol contestant what's her name? Oh yeah. Forgive me, I have to. Julia Sienna, that's her name. Yeah. So Julia Sienna will try to have an interview with her this upcoming week. But right now she's busy with auditioning for her Hollywood round competition at American Idol. So we wish her the best of luck with that. It's not easy to make it to Hollywood if you're an American Idol contestant. For those of you who watch the show, it's a great show. Honestly, I think everybody should watch it. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Evan, how's it going?
Oh, it's going well so far. Going to overtime.
Well, good luck. You're going to call another exciting finish.
Yep.
And is it the same rules, right? The first team that scores, it's over.
Yeah, first team scores.
I just wanted to check in. I'm doing a couple other things for a couple other shows, getting them ready. So great job, and continue the good work, and thanks for promoting everything. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
We'll be up before when the game is over.
All right.
All right,
good,
Evan. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone, give a rah-rah to Evan. Press that like button and subscribe, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to us. Thank you.
Yes, it does. We appreciate everybody for taking time out of their day to be here. Hope everybody's staying safe during the winter storm right now, depending on where you are. Hopefully you're not getting as much snow as the New Jersey, New York area, or anywhere else with any sort of high altitude or above sea level. But yeah, as I was saying before, we should have a lot of great interviews, not only on this channel, but as well as NY Mania Entertainment as well. For example, with singers, actresses, actors, and all of that stuff. You can also go back on this channel as well and see previous interviews that we've done with actors, actresses, and famous celebrities too. We appreciate everybody subscribing and liking to our shows. Our goal is trying to get to 1,000 subs by opening day. We hope to get there by then. I know it's about a month away, but anything's possible, right? Anything's possible if you are part of a team. So please like and subscribe if you have not already. We would greatly appreciate that. We have Jake saying over here, he says, off topic, but I get chest pain whenever I see Grisham leading off. Even if it's just spring training, Dominguez would make for a better leadoff hitter. Oh, that reminds me. Is the lineup out yet for the game? Because if the lineup is out, then I will read that to you guys while the intermission is currently happening here. Yes, we have the starting lineup here for the Yankees against the Mets. So I will give that lineup to you guys right now. Okay, so leading off, we have Trent Grisham playing center field. Batting second and DHing is Aaron Judge. Batting third, playing left field is Cody Bellinger. Batting cleanup, playing second base is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Batting fifth, playing first base is Paul Goldschmidt. Batting sixth, catching is Austin Wells. Batting seventh, playing third base is Ahmed Rosario. Batting eighth, playing right field is Yanquiel Fernandez. And batting ninth, playing shortstop is Jose Caballero. And then on the mound for the Yankees will be Luis Gil. So this is sort of, a similar lineup that you'll see come opening day. Obviously, no Giancarlo Stanton. And, of course, no Anthony Volpe, as we know already. He won't be ready for opening day. And instead of Yanquiel Fernandez playing right field, you'll see, obviously, Aaron Judge playing right field. So this could be, a similar lineup that you would see come opening day. So we want to see a good representation today by this Yankees team. And I believe the Mets lineup is also out as well. Let's see if their lineup is out as well. Let's see. It'll be interesting to see who they play. Okay, so their lineup is out as well. So their lineup. So the starting lineup for the Mets today against the Yankees. So batting leadoff, playing right field is Carson Bench. Batting second, playing first base is Mark Vientos. Batting third and catching is former Yankee Luis Torrens. Batting cleanup, playing DHing is Jared Young. Batting fifth, playing third base is Christian Arroyo. Batting sixth, playing left field is Ryan Clifford. Batting seventh, playing second base is Vidal Brujan. Batting eighth, playing center field is Christian Pache. And batting ninth, playing shortstop is Gray Kessinger. And then the starting pitcher for the Mets will be Justin Hagenman. So that is your Mets lineup today. So obviously some of their starters will not be in there, such as Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor, as well as Jorge Polanco, not in there as well. So basically it's the Yankees A team versus the Mets C team. Yeah, pretty much that will be the case today. Obviously, what we want to see from Luis Gil is good location. I want to see him average his fastball around 95, 96. Obviously, last year he was pretty good for the Yankees. Until his injury occurred, which obviously was not the best thing, of course, because we needed him, down the stretch, and he was pretty good for us, but we want to see him come off of coming off of an injury season from the year before. We want to see him kind of bounce back and do well. All right, I believe we are almost ready for this overtime period to start. Here we go, guys. Overtime, whoever scores first wins. Winner take all. Loser takes the silver. Two teams who have been amazing this Olympic tournament, fighting for the right to win the gold medal. And here we go. It'll be Austin Matthews against Nathan McKinnon for Team Canada. USA. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. And the puck drop is about to get underway, and not dropping the puck yet. Okay, so this, just so you guys know, this overtime period is 20 minutes long. 20 minutes long overtime period, so the amount of a regular period. So 20 minutes long. It will be a 3-on-3. 3-on-3, 20-minute period. Here comes Team Canada. And here comes McDavid. He loses control of the puck. Back up at it with Team USA. Here comes Quinn Hughes. Back over to Matt Boldy. Shot on Quinn Hughes, and that's saved by Binnington coming across the crease. Good opportunity there for Team USA, unable to capitalize. Here comes Team Canada back up at the blue line. Here comes McKinnon, shot in, and that's saved by Hellebuck, who covers up the puck. And he holds on to it. Just 36 seconds in to this overtime period. We have quite a bit of action. Canada now has 42 shots on goal, and Team USA with 27. Yep, that's right. Team Canada with no Sidney Crosby in today's game. 19:24 left to go in overtime, 1-1 game. Here comes the face-off in the United States zone. Here comes Team Canada back, has control of it. Now Team Canada backs up with it in their own end. Coming back up with it is Team Canada. Here comes Team Canada again, back at their own blue line. Shot on net, that's blocked. And now here comes Team USA. They can't gain control of the puck, so it goes back to Team Canada. Team Canada at their own blue line now passes it back into their own zone. Now passing it back up. They have control of it. Now they pass it back into their own end. Here comes McDavid now back at it. He's speeding up ice to the right face-off circle. Jack Hughes trying to defend. Does a pretty good job at it. It is Jack Hughes, Jack Eichel for Team USA. Here comes Jack Eichel. Pass to Jack Hughes. Shot. He scores! Team USA is your winner. And the guy who did it was Jack Hughes for Team USA. Jack Hughes wins the gold medal for Team USA. What an amazing ending that was to this hockey game. Team USA is your winner. They take home the gold. And wow, I have to say I'm pretty stunned by that. That was crazy. Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, we got a winner, USA fans. We take home the gold for the first time since 1980. That was insane. Jack Hughes wins it for Team USA. All right. Wow. What a very, very fitting in there in that Olympic tournament. And I'm proud to say that it was my very own Jack Hughes. Great job, Jack. Proud of you for winning it for Team USA. But the star of the show today, in my opinion, for Team USA and the deserved MVP in this game was Connor Hellebuck. Without him, USA would not have had any sort of chance of winning this game. So congratulations to him. And of course to Team USA for making history here in the 2026 Olympics, beating Team Canada 2-1 for the gold medal for the first time since 1980. USA team celebrating right now. They look very, very thrilled and happy that they have just captured the gold medal. You could even see it on Jack Hughes' face. He's kind of shocked right now. But he deserves it. The whole team deserves it. Brady Tkachuk wearing the American flag around his back. Sean says 1960, 1980, and now 2026. Yep. 46 years later. Yeah, Jake, I'm shocked too. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. First time calling a hockey game. I know it was only the third period, but I wanted to do this for you guys. And it was a very good success. So I appreciate the support. And we'll just wait for Joe to come back up here, and we can end this stream, because at 1 o'clock in about 2 hours, we have the play-by-play between the Yankees and the Mets spring training game at George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa Bay. That will be called with myself, Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth, and Jason as well, who will be doing his first play-by-play here on the channel. Wow, what a turn of events that was, guys. What a great game. Pretty incredible. Oh, wow, look at that. You have Matthew and Johnny Gaudreau's parents right there in the crowd taking it all in. And that's who USA did it for right there. They did it for the Gaudreau brothers. They did it for them. They definitely deserve this gold medal Olympic championship for sure. What a great Olympics this was for Team USA, going undefeated. They've had pretty much a stellar tournament all around, and they definitely deserved it. So we'll just wait for Joe to come back up so we can end the stream. But I appreciate you guys joining me this morning for the third period of USA and Canada. USA taking home the gold medal. And right now, each one of the USA players will have the opportunity to carry the American flag around the ice, doing a lap around. And then they'll be presented with their medals within the trophy presentation. I'm still shocked that Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal. Who thought that was going to happen? Not me. But good for him. Good for him. Now, can you please do that for the Devils? We would appreciate it.
Whoa, congratulations, USA,
Yeah.
baby. I
Let's
just
go.
put a short out. Everybody go check it out. It's really cool. Go check it out on YouTube, man. Really, really good. See, Evan brought us good luck, so he's going to bring good luck to the New York Yankees today at 1
Yes.
p.m. with Ken and the Ugly Truth. How's everybody doing? Joe is probably doing Ric Flair right now. Yeah, I'm doing the Hulkster. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. Nice way to start a Sunday, a snowy Sunday. And we're going to need everything. Evan, great, very, very good call, Evan. And now I think you should rest up a little bit, get ready for the call with Ken and Jason, and I'll be doing updates of the scoreboard in between some of the. We'll wait till a little bit into the game, but you guys have a good one, and we'll see you on the stream in a little while. Go rest.
Sounds
Don't
good.
over rest.
Yeah.
But get ready.
Sounds good.
Good call, man. You gave the USA a lot of luck.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Good call of wanting to call the third period.
Happy to do it.
All right, Evan. You enjoy, everybody. If you enjoyed it, press that like button and subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. We will see you about 1:00 for the simulcast of the New York Mets against the New York Yankees. Play-by-play with Ken, Evan, Jason, and myself. Good morning, everyone. Stay safe. Go do your last-minute shopping. And of course, just be ready for a crazy day. But we will be with you with the game. And then we're going to do our roundtable discussion for the review of the week. And you never know what else is going to come on. Stay well, everyone. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go USA. 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 See you later, people.